You know, just to set the stage for the discussion, we're talking about particularly interesting data, where we're seeing things happen with our instrumentation that has indicated what I would say is a structure in the data itself. We've been calling that the bubble. I've created a conceptual model of the bubble. Let me bring it up. This is derived from LiDAR data, from Pete Kelsey's terrestrial laser scanner.
Wow. How big across and how far above the ranch?
610-meter radius. To about 2,000 feet.
Okay.
Of all the crazy things we've discovered over the past 6 years, a massive invisible bubble, which we have repeatedly detected with infrared LiDAR devices covering a huge area of the ranch above and below the ground, is at the top of the list. It encompasses several hotspots where we've seen tons of UAPs. You seeing this?
Yes.
And detected strange radio frequency signals that may actually be communication signals. Whatever this thing is, it appears to have stopped numerous instruments, including drones and rockets, from entering its barriers to collect data. And we've speculated that the area at its center, which is right at the strange spot we call the triangle, has prevented our devices from collecting GPS data inside the bubble and even above it up to about 3,200 feet.
One of the questions that keeps coming up is what happens if we attempt to energize the interior and the barriers of this bubble with a lot of thermal energy? Would it respond to something that we do, particularly if it's very energetic? Well, that was our target for the final experiment.
Holy crap! A few days ago, we welcomed a team of pyrotechnic experts to create massive fireballs that produced mushroom clouds followed by perfect smoke rings at the center of and along the bubble's barriers. As the smoke rings rose from the ground up to as much as 300 feet high, thermal camera expert Dave Mason used his specialized cameras to see how the smoke rings were affected by the bubble.
The smoke rings are completely different than what we normally see.
During the experiment, a number of the smoke rings seemed to have been affected by strange things we couldn't see with the naked eye. So we were eager to share surveillance and drone videos with our guest experts while we assessed other data that we captured during the experiment.
So I'm going to show us one of those detonations there at the triangle. Let's watch what happens to a detonation that should produce a mushroom cloud and a fully formed ring, but does not.
Wow, look at that.
Look at the shape of this.
It's really strange. It should be a perfect circle, but something turned it into a figure 8. And this completely shocked the explosives crew.
It's certainly suggestive that that explosion, or that mushroom cloud, was interacting with something on the way up.
Yeah.
Right.
So did you notice another type of phenomena somewhere else at the same time these were going on?
Yes.
This is a great segue because I have an example of a surveillance camera positioned east of the triangle that captured something above the bubble. Let's watch this.
That thing in the middle?
Yes.
There it is.
Wow.
Where did it go? Because those are the only clouds in the sky right there.
Right. I'll play it again.
Immediately after the fireball explosion, a bright white UAP showed up out of thin air. Is that what caused the smoke ring to go from a perfect circle, as it normally should, to an odd figure 8? And if so, did it come from the bubble? So we did some of this in the day so we could watch the smoke ring easily. And then again at night with, infrared instruments.
Let's watch what happens. 2 simultaneous detonations.
Now look how they look completely different as they form.
Fascinating.